Hello everybody. Try this again. I had a SD card problem with the last one. I think that thing keeps giving me the same problem. Anyway, but the seedlings are looking great now. This is March 4th. So I'm ready to put stuff in the ground. If I can get the ground ready, I'll put some of these in. Reason being, it's a little early, but I looked at the long range forecast, and up to 2 weeks from now, or 10 days from now, they ain't showing nothing but perfect temperatures, and that's middle of March, and that's usually when you can plant. So I think I can get a jump. Some of these are leaning over because it's so hot in this greenhouse, even with the windows open and the door open, and it's 70 degrees outside. I'm ready to put them in the ground. A little yellowing. They took a hit between the freeze, and then I left the thing shut. Right after the freeze, it got warm. I didn't realize it's 50 degrees outside, but if you don't have this open, it gets so stifling hot in here, it'll kill everything. And now I did lose some stuff, so I had that. I think I'll show that in an earlier video. But the peppers got a little bit longer to go. They look all right though. I have a few. Parsley looks great. Dill's coming up. One lone cilantro made it. The thyme is doing okay. Some of these tomatoes can't go in quite yet. The celebrities are doing okay. This is some hybrids from some super sauce I had. Yeah, that's just a nice call from some person telling me my social security has been social security number has been suspended. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's too bad. I'm nobody now. I like that. So what we got here is beefsteaks looking great. Homesteads, Rectors. Black Krim. Look, the Black Krim seeds that I saved look great. The ones that I got out of the pack, only one of them survived the frost and the heat. It didn't get frost in here, it got cold. Only one of them survived. I mean, these other ones survived, but look how pitiful they look. But the ones I saved, look how great. And the mortgage lifters look great. Romas, yellow pears, sweet 100s, and gold nuggets. And this is a few steak sandwiches. 3 of them came up nicely. Another one's lagging behind, but it came up too in the end. And look at those transplanted dills looking good. And that transplanted basil's it's taking off. It's really growing. So everything's looking good. I'm gonna go try and till some soil, and I'll show you what I'm gonna try and do. All right, now this is where the garden, this is a new garden. This is where I'm gonna do the tomatoes this year. You can see we still got slop. I got that's some garlic I had right there. That's I just kind of threw on the side where I'm gonna put the fence coming up right here. And that's some of the purple top turnips that I had this whole field in purple top turnips. I wanted to try and do it as like a cover crop to kind of bring the energy from the sun in the soil and just put it back into there. Yeah, it kind of works. But look, this is the problem. This soil it's dry on top, but it's real wet underneath. I don't know if the till is gonna handle that. Look, see? Okay. I don't know how the till is gonna handle that. And see, squishy. I can see the water coming out. See? We'll see. If the tiller don't handle it right, it will. I think it's just that one area. After you get up in here, it's a little squishy up in these areas, but the more you get this way, a little bit drier it gets. But I would like to plant now some of these tomatoes and get them in the ground and get this fence put up today. I got off early for that, so we'll see how that goes. I'll show y'all after if it works. Look at those chickens in that compost. Guineas dusting themselves. Boy, they are working that compost over, huh? Nice. right. It wasn't easy and it wasn't the best, but it's tilled up. You can see a slop area. I mean, it's all kind of squishy. I don't really want to walk on it. I want to let it's just going to stick to my boots. But there's a slop area right there. Kind of knew that was a hole. If you look at that video from when I walked through when it was cold out here, there was a puddle. Yeah, I can walk right here in this stump right here is just in the way. But see, that's really low in the ground. It dips and it's really squishy. There's a squishy place over there. So I need to get some dirt and put it in here, but I think I'm gonna be okay. I mean, over here, what I'll probably do is come with a shovel and get some of this dirt around the stump and just relocate it right there. So I think we okay. I can probably go ahead and plant and then just get the fencing put up around here. So that's gonna be a nice little tomato plot with cucumbers and tomatoes. I know that's gonna go in there, maybe some squash, but that's gonna be mostly tomatoes and cucumbers. That's a big area. That's a big area. It's 50 foot long and a little, probably about 35 foot, 32, 33 foot wide. Well, here we are back. This is March 9th, and I got off a little early, and these are definitely ready to go in the ground. The peppers are running a little bit behind. Dill's running behind because all the dill died when the freeze hit, and all the cilantro except for one died. That one came back, is doing all right, and you can see the other one starting to pop up. Some new dill right there, some new Thai basil. Oh my god, I love the smell of them tomatoes. So we're gonna go ahead and put tomatoes in the ground today. I got a chance to plant, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It's March 9th. I'd say it's a little early, but I could have planted it. I think I could have squeezed them in even maybe 2 weeks ago. It would have been risky, and I'm glad I didn't. We had one night where it got right at freezing, but I think they survived in here just fine. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Okay. Well, I'll show you the area where I'm getting ready to plant these. Look how nice these roses, these rose clippings are coming out. Really nice. And rosemary, man, that sucker's starting to put out stuff and grow. Yeah, clipping, cutting. Oh look, the jalapenos from last year, they coming back. They're putting out some new growth. Look, even this one right here, putting out some down there. It's gonna come back. So I don't know what that is. See how there's some kind of bulb was in there. My wife don't even know what that is. I think we just showed some bulbs in there, and I don't know what they are. But anywho, my daughter gave me some sage, garden sage, and some fresh dill. And I had some dill that I was growing on my own. So here we go. Alright, here we are. This is gonna be the new bigger garden. Finally got the ground very worked. I tilled it a number of times. I grew some purple top turnips on here, trying to get a cover crop, get things going. You can tell all the roots in here from that stump. The tiller really did a number on them. So I gotta get some of this out of there. I'll be picking at that for a while, but this stump, I cut it down as flush to the ground as I can, and you can see how high I'm upraised. It's just gonna have to rot away right there. I do have access to a bulldozer, a big D5, and I'm gonna use it to dig a pond. My partner's got one, and he's gonna let me borrow it for however long I need it to dig a pond out, and I might come use it to take out some undesirable trees too, you know, and just pile them up, put them along the property line, make like a, I guess I could easily make a hugelkultur type thing. So You just got to bury them pretty deep. I know how to do that. People do that wrong a lot, and I learned how to do that on our tree farm up in up north, where we have more acreage. So I found out it works, but you gotta know what you're doing. Anyway, yeah, look how beautiful that ground came out. This dirt really is nice. It's wet still, but it's got some wetness to it, but I keep hitting it. It's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna get some plants in the ground, and then I'm gonna put that fence up around it, and we'll be good. Look, here's some of them turnips that, well, that one ain't doing nothing right there. But let's see. Yeah, there's a turnip. There's a big old turnip. Got some big old turnips right there that were left over. I'm gonna pick them and eat them. All right, see y'all in a bit. All right, y'all. I'm in the middle of putting down tomatoes, and I started right here. So right next to the left side of that stump, you can see a row if you can make it out. That's all beefsteak heirloom. This right here is I went ahead and put them celebrities in the ground. They were just barely making it to where they could be put in the ground. I spaced them out. That's only 17 in that row. I spaced them out pretty far. This next row, that's homesteads up to the pole, up to the T-post, and then after that, that's Rutgers. So they all look good. I put those in yesterday, and right now in this section up to this post right here, this is going to be Romas, and then on the other side of that is going to be either golden nuggets, yellow pears, or probably I'm just going to split them. I'm probably going to do half the rest of this row, like a quarter yellow nuggets and the other half yellow pears, because you know, I think they're smaller tomatoes, so I think they should be a little bit more prolific in making. And then on this last row I'm gonna put right here is gonna be half black creme and half mortgage lifters. And then I'm gonna put the fence up, and right next to the fence I'm gonna grow cucumbers on both sides of this garden. And then I'm gonna put another row of tomatoes in right here on the right hand side, and that's going to be some test tomatoes. And after that I might direct seed. If I'm only going to do half a row of those to test tomatoes. That's that hybrid I'm going to test. So I'm going to put half a row into that, and maybe not even half a row, just maybe up to about where that stump is almost. And then after that I think I'm going to maybe put some squash seeds down, direct seed, something else. And then of course where I build the fence on this side, I'm gonna put the direct seeded cucumbers. So that's this garden. Most of these Romas are doubles. So what I'm doing is, let's see, I'm gonna take this one right here, take that one out like that. I'm going to tease these two apart. Pretty good. Huh? Yeah, pretty good. And go put these on the ground. I'm spacing them pretty close because of, you know, Roma. And I kind of like to crowd my tomatoes. I've always done better crowding them. I tried to spread them out before. I didn't do too well. Whenever I crowd them, I do better. That's me. You do what you want to do. All right, hello everybody. This is the new garden. It's pretty much where I want it for right now. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it real quick. Show y'all what I've done. The way I made this to open, I just took a piece of rebar and wove it through the woven wire fence. They call it welded wire, but that is not welded wire. That is woven wire. And I just go ahead and I'll stab that in the ground right there, and it'll hold itself right there, and then I can come into my garden. So when I open it right there, if I want to water, I can fold it all the way back on itself that way, or I can open them up and pull both ends. The other side does the same thing. Now, I put up these cattle panels the other day, and you might be asking me, why would you put cattle panels right next to the wire fencing you put up? Now, this is not tight fencing. I don't need to make this tight. I'm not trying to keep anything in here. I'm trying to keep the deer out, and the deer will walk up to this and they'll just go around it. They can jump it easy, but they won't. They'll move on to greener pastures. But as they walk along the fence, they will nip at whatever's growing. I'm gonna have to push that. I'm gonna put another to get this a little bit off of there, to give it a little bit more gap, but that's okay. That's all that's going to take is another T-post to push and get it. That's where the cucumbers are going to be growing. If the cucumbers grow on the outside, they'll eat them. I've already seen that and had that happen before. So I like the cucumbers growing on the edge, and what I want to do is just have it off enough to where the deer won't eat them. Now, what do we have here? These are those hybrid seeds I saved from last year. If anyone follows my channel, I did say that before, and they stop right here. I just want to see what happens with them. I want to see what they make. It's a test. That's a cayenne pepper. I got another one right there, a little bitty one, and then a few more cayenne peppers coming down this way, and then they stop right here. The rest of this is going to be squash and zucchini, I hope. I got to see if it comes up. Some old seeds I had, but we'll see what happens. The next row here is beefsteak alum beefsteak. Pretty good. Look how big they got. I just planted these 1 week ago. They are tremendous. Some of them burnt. Like that one, I might make it. It burnt. I can replace it real fast. I put a little too much fertilizer in the hole sometimes. Like, look, that's burnt. That's burnt. That's burnt. I gotta go. I'm gonna replace those. Look, these last two are burnt. I gotta replace some of those. I didn't realize that until just now. On this next row here, the last two on this row, these are steak sandwiches. That's that hybrid last year I didn't really care for too much, and then all of a sudden at the last second it pulled out and really made some really nice tomatoes. So I'm gonna plant these in these. I think these are gonna do good. I think they're gonna do well. Next, these are some celebrities. I planted these later because I didn't get the seeds till later. I guess some of them maybe got burnt, but I put them in a little bit earlier. Look, that one's doing really good. And another one died here, so I put some bayonet bell peppers in the place of it. I probably should put a bell pepper in the place of that one. I don't know if that one's gonna make it. We'll see. Tomatoes are pretty resilient. There's a bayonet bell pepper I can put another one right there. I'm gonna do that because bell peppers can be crowded. And these are celebrity hybrid tomatoes. And then here another one died. You see it died. So I put bell pepper on either side, but I still got the tomato. Now these look really good, and I don't think I'll need too many. I have a total of 125 tomatoes in the ground. So the fact that I lost a few, but I really wanted the celebrities because I hear they do so well. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. I think I'll be fine. I don't have to worry. The last two on this row, I think that's a Sweet 100 I just put there because another one died, and that is a celebrity right there. So right here what we have is Homesteads. That one's a little burnt, but the rest of them, that one might be a little burnt, that one's a little burnt, but they're coming back. Put another one in the ground. I got plenty I'm gonna put in the ground, but it ends right here, and they look pretty good. Then we come right here and we have Rutgers. The Rutgers look pretty good. They're growing. I think I just put too much fertilizer in the ground. See, that one's gone. I'm gonna have to put another one there, and that one might be gone. So easy enough to fix. This right here is, I think that's the yellow golden nugget. Yeah, gold nuggets. I'm gonna put another one in the place of that one, but these are doing well. I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. I think that'll be enough for them. And then this is golden pear, and it comes right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Those look beautiful. This is the Mountain Vineyard. This is the one. This is the one I want to see do so good. I want to see what happens with that. I'm gonna plant another one somewhere out here because I got about 5 of them, and I'm giving some away to try and spread them out so that we can have a different everybody has a few growing. I'm so excited about that Mountain Vineyard. I hope it's as good as what Horse Tool says they are. This right here is Romas. Look how pretty those are. I kind of crowded them. I put another one in the middle because I thought these were burnt. They're not. I mean, they'll come back. So they look well. They look nice. And on the last row, this here is Mortgage Lifters. And that one looks like it's pathetic, but the other ones are looking pretty good. Pretty good. I had to replace. I put one next to that one. Look burnt. I put one there. There's a pretty good gap here. I could maybe put a few more. And then right here, Black Krim. Actually, I think that might not be Black Krim. I don't know. We gotta have to see. Somewhere along here, I put Sweet 100s. I think that's Sweet 100s. And then I think I got Black Krim right here. Yeah, that's what that is. And then that's Black Krim. Let's see, those look good. I don't know why I crowded that so much. But anyway, there's gonna be a lot of tomatoes, yeah, y'all. So I'm not too worried about that. Now right here I got another cattle panel, and there's gonna be more cucumbers coming in. I'm gonna put the cucumbers right in here. I planted those today in seed starter trays. I was gonna direct seed them, but why I do that when I can? It's got a little cold snap coming through. It's not gonna be cold, it's gonna be cool. And I'm gonna start them in the greenhouse. They'll jump up real fast, hopefully. I want to see what some of them are old seeds. Not the cucumbers, but the squash, or some of them are old seeds. I want to see what they do. But this is the garden, and let me tell you, this is going to end up looking real pretty. I'm going to go take some of them burnt ones and replace them with nice, pretty seed starts, because I have them. I got over excited with the fertilizer, and I put too much in the hole and burn them. It's all right. I'm gonna just go plant some more next time. Look how many seed starts I got. There's plenty of seed starter tomatoes left. Plenty. So we'll see how that goes. So this is this garden. I'm very excited about how this garden's gonna come out and what I'm gonna get out of here. I can't wait for the cucumbers to come on. I'm so excited about pickling cucumbers this year, because I really wasn't that into it, and then last year I made some and it was the best pickles I ever ate. So I have to do that again. All right, y'all, that's all I'm gonna talk about for right now. We'll keep up with it. This garden's looking beautiful.